quick little lens. This isn't even a test, a demo. I just want to show you guys what we got going on here. My frame, yeah. Cool. Yeah, so today, right now, here really quick, I'm definitely going to do some more in-depth, extensive testing, but we're talking about these. Is that right side up? Yeah, these. These are the Blazar Remus 1.5x Anamorphics. I'm shooting on the 85 right now. I got the full set, so I got the 33, 50, 65, 85, 125. The 33 and I believe the 50 are 1.8, which is insane. An anamorphic set, T1.8, pretty crazy. For those of you that don't know, you generally are not going to shoot anamorphics wide open. This lens right now, I have it stopped down to a 5.6. And you know, still looks great. Still got some nice separation back here, focus separation in the background, blah, 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 whatever. 65, 85 go up to a 65 is a T2, 85 is a 2.8, 125 is a T4. Don't quote me on any of those numbers. I'm not entirely sure, but is up, guys. Quick correction, because I got a couple of those numbers wrong. Not a lot, but a couple. So 33 millimeter, T1.8, got that one. This is the one I got wrong. 50 millimeter T2, which is still insane. 65 millimeter T2, 85 millimeter T2.8, and of course the 125 is a T4. Yeah, that's the setup. Pretty sweet little lens package. Yeah, you know, it's a day later when I'm shooting this little clippity-doo-dah, and still not enough good things to say about these lenses. So, back to the regular video. I mean, this is a quick little look-see at the 85. It looks great, honestly. I'm looking at, I have a little monitor of myself here, so I keep looking at it, but they look great, frankly, for the money. They're outrageous. They're so small. Like, these lenses, they're smaller than my spherical set. These lenses are all the same size, so it doesn't really matter what focal length, but they're quite a bit smaller than my spherical set. These are the Zine carbon fiber Cine Primes, T1.5 Cine Primes, and they're like a lot smaller. The Remuses are so small that they kind of look comical, mounted on my red V-Raptor X that we're shooting this on right now. But yeah, I've been really impressed with these. I'm gonna, maybe in this video, maybe in another video, I'm shooting from the hip on this one. I really have not thought this video out. I just, I got these lenses in and I want to put something out there to show what they look like. There's tons of stuff that show what they look like, but this is just kind of a first impressions video. They look great. I shoot a lot on the Atlas Mercuries, which is kind of the camp these are in. They're really, if I'm being really honest, these are really the only competitors out there to the Atlas Mercuries that come close in what they provide, and they do it for such an outrageously cheap price. This full set of lenses, you're talking in the around about $4,000-ish. I know you can get them on sale, and sometimes they're not on sale. I think generally best price you're going to see is probably about $3,500. Worst price, I think maybe $4,700. A single Atlas Mercury lens is $7,000. So for about half the price of a single lens, you can get the 5-lens set like I have here. And they like, I'm looking at them on the monitor right now. They look really good. Zero complaints. Like, maybe there might be some minor differences in terms of the flare quality. Like the flare meaning, you see a little streak coming. If I cover it up with my monitor here, it goes away. But whenever I move my monitor, it comes back this streak flare right here. There might be some minor differences between the flare qualities of these versus the Atlas Mercuries. I will throw up a clip of some Atlas Mercury flares from this recent Callaway commercial spot that we shot. There's definitely a difference in flare quality. However, the flares are pretty subtle. I'm blasting a aperture 300X straight down the barrel of this lens right now, and this is the flare you're getting out of it, which is pretty subtle relative to some other anamorphic flares you get out there. All right, so editing this video, and in this video I say there might be some subtle differences in the flare characteristics. Given these examples, it's a dramatic difference. But what I will say about these flares is, so far, what I can tell, the flares out of the Remuses are significantly more controlled. That can be a blessing, that can be a curse. If you see that shot I threw up of the Atlas Mercury flares, they're gorgeous, but they are everywhere. So you have to contend with that. That can be a tough thing to contend with on set sometimes. I'll also throw up a couple shots with the Atlas Orion, which is a 2x anamorphic, so not a 1-to-1 comparison really, but they also have gorgeous flares, but they are a lot more dramatic than what we're seeing, at least in this A-roll shot of this video. They're a lot more dramatic than the Remuses. Now, I'll need to get the Remuses into a more kind of uncontrolled scenario, shooting directly into the sun like we were in that shot with the Mercuries is a little bit different of a situation than in the studio with a relatively dim aperture 300X. So, you know, not comprehensive in the least. However, it is a dramatic difference between the flare qualities of those two lenses. Remuses are relatively subtle and subdued as far as anamorphic flares go, especially compared to the other kind of options out there. All right, back to the video. Yeah, I mean, first impressions, these things are tiny, which is going to be awesome to fly this rig on a gimbal. If you don't know, the Red V-Raptor X is also tiny as far as a just full-featured workhorse powerhouse cinema camera. It's a really small body combined with a really small anamorphic lens. Like this is a gimbal or Steadicam operating dream right here, especially because you can match these to the Atlas Mercuries pretty well, I would be willing to bet. Haven't done it yet, but having shot a lot on the Mercuries and now having this set in hand, I think you could probably match them really easily. So yeah, thoughts, way smaller than I thought. Frankly, pretty impressed with the image quality coming out of them. If I can, I'm gonna shoot just a clip through the range of focal lengths here and drop somewhere in this video so you can just kind of see how they stack up focal length to focal length. Really impressed. I think they look great. I originally, so the reason I was so excited to get these in-house is to rent the set of Mercuries, the full set of Mercuries that I do, depending if it's a 3-lens or a 5-lens set, can be anywhere from $500 to over $1,000 per day for the rental of that lens set. And so in my thinking, sometimes I gotta rent that lens set for scout days. I've got to rent you know, for prep days and different, you know, when we go out on location and do our tech scout, a lot of times I'll bring the lenses out so that we can get an idea for what focal lengths we want to shoot for each setup. And in my mind, if I could rent the Mercuries for one less day on those tech scouts and prep days, and use a stand-in set like this to just get focal lengths dialed in, they would pay for themselves in the matter of 2 or 3 rental days, you know, maybe call it 3 to 5 rental days of the Mercury. So that's what these lenses kind of piqued my interest for, is to use them in a complementary way to the Mercuries, and save some money on rentals of the Mercuries, but still shoot the ultimate project, ultimately shoot the project on the Mercuries. I think what's going to end up happening is these are going to replace the Mercuries on a lot of the lower budget shoots for my clients, and you know, save me some rental days on the higher budget shoots on the Mercuries when we're shooting anamorphic. We don't always shoot anamorphic, but when we do shoot anamorphic, my feeling is that these are going to actually replace the Mercuries on some of the lower end productions, which is wild, especially for the price point. So I don't know how long this video is. I've been rambling a little bit. I just wanted to get something out there that showed a bit of the lens look, character, feel, and yeah, stay tuned. Definitely going to shoot some more on these lenses and put them out there. Excited to have them in-house. So yeah, if you like this video, do the whole thing. YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, yada yada. There's a lot of Blazar Remus content out there already. This is certainly late to the game, but I think I'm bringing a different perspective than a lot of YouTubers. So I'm gonna bring that perspective to these Blazar Remuses over the coming weeks and months. So stay tuned. Be sure to subscribe so you can see all that. Yep. I'm gonna go eat something because I'm hungry. Bye.